smoking, babe.
It's also expanding.
Hello everyone. So we are coming up very quickly on July 31st here, and we have a large laundry list of things that we need to get done so that we can leave our slip on that date. We do not want to have to pay 6 to 12 months more of a slip fee here.
We're ready to get out of here.
Yes, so we still need to install our Chartplotter, install our solar. We've got radar that needs to be installed. We've got some anchor lighting that needs to be installed. And of course, all of this comes with a bunch of wiring and cutting and fiberglassing.
And a huge learning curve.
Yeah. So we've got pretty much a blitz for the next couple of weeks of stuff that we're going to need to do, and coincidentally content that you guys are going to get to see. So that's going to be fun.
All of this is to say that we've been in Fort Pierce for a little bit over a year now, and even though we're ready to get the hell out of here, we have really enjoyed our time here in Fort Pierce, and to commemorate our time, we want to do something special for the people who support us. If you're on our Patreon, then you already saw the giveaway, but we want to announce it here too. We are going to be giving away one mystery memento that we have collected during our time here in Fort Pierce to one of our lucky patrons. And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is become a patron. So head over to our Patreon, see what we got going on, sign up, subscribe, and your name will be entered into the giveaway automatically. And when we leave Fort Pierce at the end of the month, we'll be randomly drawing a name, and one lucky winner will receive the Fort Pierce memento, which will be revealed to you at a later date.
And we are going to deliver it to you by hand.
We're going to swim all the way there. Not really.
But yeah, enter for your chance to get some nice Fort Pierce
swag
memento.
or something or other. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we don't even know what it is yet. Anyways, go check out the Patreon and stay tuned to see what updates we've got, because it is going to be a mad dash across the finish line. We've got a lot of stuff to do before we can leave this slip, so we better get started.
Yep.
So today we're going to repair the hole where the pre-existing Chartplotter was that the previous owner took with him when he left and sold us the boat. We thought it was going to be, our new display was going to be big enough that we wouldn't have to glass over this hole, but it's not quite wide enough, which is annoying. So we're just going to fill the sides in a little bit, and then we're going to glass over the whole thing and recut a hole. So
stay tuned.
Yep, that's our plan. I think that we should fill it with spray foam and then just fiberglass around the outside so that we don't have to fill it with epoxy and fiberglass, which is going to be way more expensive. And your idea is what?
My idea is that we don't fill it with anything.
And we just leave a hollow space.
Like it is now, yeah.
Right now is 2 pieces of one plastic composite that previous owner tried to on surface of the using plastic 3 in fiberglass, so you should it. So you might be ready to have.
No, what I'm saying is basically the only part that's hold, the only part that's hold it, aren't going to be back like this, that, and that. So just those tiny pieces are not going to be back. The rest is fine. Everybody's going to double this and put fiberglass over it. So I fill it.
How are we going to fiberglass over a hole?
You have to put something on that, maybe not.
What?
Like a piece of cardboard or some cardboard plastic on it.
I just want to see Johnny Cardboard that wall.
No,
Bean, weigh in. What do you think?
I think he's just hot and ready to get a move on.
After much deliberation, we decided to fill the left side of the hole with a gob of epoxy, so that part of the wall wouldn't be hollow when we glassed over it and cut out the new Chartplotter hole. I'm not sure why this was a better solution than filling the whole thing with spray foam, but it's a solution nonetheless. All right, so we're gonna fill the leftmost part of the hole with epoxy so that we can just bring in the width of the hole a little bit, so that when we glass over everything and we recut everything, that part over there will be really solid. You know what I'm talking about. 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 But we need something that we can put up as like a divider, so that when we start packing the epoxy, the thickened epoxy mixture, it sort of holds its shape and doesn't start leaking out into other parts of that hole. So we're gonna take this stirring stick here. I marked it with a Sharpie. We're just gonna cut it, wedge that into the old hole, and pack it with epoxy. And then I think we're gonna call it a night and finish the rest tomorrow, because it's starting to get late. The sun's starting to go down. All right, so we got our stick and we have some peel ply tape to it, and we're just gonna shove it in the hole, and then we're gonna mix some thickened epoxy and we're gonna pack that in the hole, and then we're gonna be done.
Mix more.
Yeah, but it's gonna take so much epoxy to fill this hole. I don't know if we should fill it all right now. Just because there's wood behind this, and
we didn't even put the peel ball behind this. That's gonna start getting thicker and harder. Like, is it hard already?
no, but it's gonna also start getting hotter and hotter, and what I'm worried about is just putting on like so much of it that it gets too hot and starts smoking or something, and then there's wood underneath here that catches fire. You know what I mean?
It should be okay.
Alright, well, let's start mixing.
Quick explanation for the people at home who may not be familiar with epoxy. I just want to explain why I'm concerned here. And the reason I'm concerned is that when you mix epoxy resin and hardener, like we've done, the curing process undergoes an exothermic reaction, meaning that it releases heat as it cures, which can be significant depending on the volume and the thickness of the epoxy that you're working with, which, as you can see here, we've got quite a large volume of epoxy in one location. So I feel like my concern is justified. That's all I'm going to say. Perhaps this is a bit of foreshadowing. Stay tuned.
Exothermic, that's the word. Is there anything else you'd like to epoxy?
With the leftover epoxy, we decided to go around and start filling some of the miscellaneous holes in our cockpit. But while we were busy hunting for holes, our project had other plans. The worst part is how long it took us to notice that this was happening.
It's smoking though.
Also expanded.
That's what I was worried about. We need a fan or something.
Rev the fan.
Oh my gosh. Good job, Pumpkin. Set it there.
It'll be fine. Just put it right before this. That's it. It's fine. It's not even smoking anymore. It's expanded though. Looks like there's a hole right here.
Oh, it's hard.
That's alright.
We're gonna have to cut it.
We'll sand it down.
Oh, that scared me.
All right. Good morning, friends, countrymen. We have a little update for you guys after our epoxy scare last night. Yeah, so first of all, the little stick wrapped in peel ply, she did not appreciate that. It's not going to come out, so we're going to have to remove that somehow. And the epoxy has expanded a crazy amount.
It cracked.
Cracked as well. What? Where is he?
Yeah, we kind of messed up last night.
Yeah, we messed up because we thought we were experts after having used epoxy exactly one time prior. But we knew we weren't supposed to put in that large amount. We knew that was a fire hazard. But we did it anyways, and yeah. So here we are. It's expanded. We're gonna have to like try and cut the expanded part off and then sand it down. And then depending on how deep that crack is, we might have to fill that with even more epoxy. And then I don't know how we're gonna get that stick out. That might just be there.
We're gonna use the multi-tool and cut all of that away because I don't think sanding it is going to be the best option. It's just gonna be dirty for no reason, messy. I think the multi-tool will be okay.
I mean, we're gonna have to sand it anyways though, right?
Eventually, yeah. But
I don't know. In case you couldn't tell, we don't really know what we're doing.
hey, we're doing things. That's all that matters.
True. I don't know. I think it'll come out okay. So today we're just gonna do more things and see what happens, and go from there. So
Let's go.
can you run that back real quick? What'd you just say?
So yesterday, Abby mentioned filling this hole here just with expanding foam. And for some reason, I was like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. And thinking back on it now, I'm like, we definitely could have done that. I don't know why I said we shouldn't do that.
So the moral of the story here is
I don't know. Listen to Abby.
just be open to ideas, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we can just take the back piece off and then put a piece of cardboard there just for structure. Oh,
Just grab one. Oh! Grab one real quick.
grab what?
I don't know, like one off the top.
Just a box?
Just any box.
Dude, I've never seen that much flies before in my life.
Well, what's going on?
Some dead animal or something in there. have done the deed. We have the peel ply on top, we have our glass. So we are gonna go to a place nearby. Are we going to Angelina's or Island Pig?
What's your vote?
My vote is Island Pig and Fish.
My vote was Angelina's. Should we flip a coin or something?
Yeah, let's flip a coin. You are. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. I've been chosen. I am the chosen one.
I think this is a good sign for today. Day 3.
The beginning of phase 3.
Yeah. We are about to peel the peel ply off and see what the damage is.
And then we are going to add some fairing compound and
Which I need to go grab, actually.
do the first layer of fairing. It's 1 layer or 2 layers, right? Or how does it?
Depends. There's a bit that's sort of concaved, so we might need a bit more. But we'll see what happens.
Stay tuned. Interesting.
After a long day of sanding fiberglass in the hot sun and meticulously spreading fairing filler, there's only one thing left to do.
A diving competition.
What, you want me to go over it?
Professional dive. All right, so today, this afternoon, we are going to be doing phase either 3 or 4. We're not sure.
I'm sure it's phase 4.
So phase
We'll
1.
run it back and see. So today we're going to repair the hole where the pre-existing Chartplotter was that the previous owner took with him when he left and sold us the boat. Today we're just going to do more things and see what happens and go from there. So
Let's go.
Day 3.
The beginning of phase 3.
I done told you.
So yeah, phase 4 of our Chartplotter install, and we're on like day 5, right?
Yeah, but we didn't do anything yesterday, to be fair.
And we kind of got lazy
On day
yesterday.
3, we had a little incident around 9 p.m. where our air conditioning stopped working, so we had to rip all the tubing out of the boat and do an acid wash on it so that we could sleep at night.
So yeah, today we're going to be
Yesterday
doing...
we took a rest, today...
We're back on it.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be doing phase 4 of the Chartplotter install. We have our fairing currently on there. It's sufficiently cured. So if all goes to plan, all we need to do is sand the fairing and apply the paint. So let's do it.
But as we've learned, nothing ever goes according to plan, and nothing is ever as easy as we initially hope it's going to be. After sanding down the first layer of fairing, we decided that another layer might be a good idea. Not everyone was enthusiastic about the idea of another 7-hour cure time delay to this project though.
I don't think we're really going to need to add a second layer of fairing because, one, we're going to cut it out through the middle, and two, I don't really give a
You don't give a because we're gonna cut out the middle. Like there's a
somewhat.
Eventually, the unenthusiastic parties came to their senses and agreed that if we're going through all this trouble, we may as well do it right. And alas, we decided it would need another layer of fairing after all.
Solid.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Go check out our Patreon. The link's in the description down below. You can sign up for free. Today is the big day. We are going to cut a big ass hole into the wall that we worked so hard to make smooth and perfect over the last week.
Yep, today is phase 5 or 6 of the
I lost count.
of the Chartplotter installation. Today is the day that we actually install the Chartplotter.
Hopefully.
Yep.
As long as we don't f anything up.
Yep.
Which I really hope we don't, because I'm ready to be done with this project.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna drill like a small guide hole from the inside so we know where the inside hole is, so we don't have to cut
The hole
anything
from the last
more
chart
away.
plotter, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get to it. So we made an oopsie, 2 oopsies actually. One, when we were routing, it slipped and made a nice little gash. 2, we drilled the guide holes for the flush mount, but then we promptly realized that we don't have enough fiberglass backing for the flush mount. It's not thick enough. So I think what we're gonna do now is, instead of going the flush mount route, we're gonna just fill these with epoxy. We're gonna fill this backing part with epoxy so it looks good on the other side. And then we're gonna fill this little gash here with epoxy. And then we're gonna let that cure and sand it down and do the rest of the install.
We didn't finish today. Who's surprised? Not us.
No one is surprised, I'm sure. So we repaired our boo-boos from the other day with some epoxy. Hole, 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 and our router boo-boo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand that down and we're gonna repaint this whole thing, and then we should be good to go to finally do the Chartplotter installation. All right, we got it sanded down, and now we're gonna acetone it, and Abby's gonna paint it.
The piece de resistance.
All right, slot her in.
Projects take us way longer than expected, and this one was no exception. Thanks for sticking around to see the finished product. As we frantically prepare for our departure from Fort Pierce, the bust out another 1,000 mantra that has become so common amongst cruisers has never been more true, and as creators we work overtime to share our adventures with you guys. If you want to support our journey and gain access to exclusive content like bloopers and all of our videos early and ad-free, make sure to check out our Patreon. The link is down in the description. And if you want to follow along with us, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Come back next week to see us finally get our solar panels up and build a custom battery housing for the new lithium iron phosphate monsters that came with them.